All right, so we back. You know what I'm saying? Another episode of the Talk and Play Blurred Pod. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. I really appreciate it. It just can't. I can't quantify it. I can't like put it into words, but like I appreciate it. If you're new, hi. How you doing? My name is Brian Saff. I'm the host of this here podcast titled The Talk and Play Blurred Pod, where I just, sit in front of a microphone, presumably talking to myself, and I just blurt out about whatever it is I'm interested in at the moment. I tend to focus on games, movie, television, anime. Every now and then I'll comment on whatever's going on in pop culture world, which brings me to the title of this episode. Did y'all watch the PlayStation State of Play? Or the Grammys? Did y'all watch either of those programs? Didn't think so. Why? Because I didn't either. But I decided it was worth commenting on, so I'm gonna comment on it briefly. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking from the perspective of a nigga that only saw the shit on social media. I ain't really know about at least the Grammys or whatever until stuff started popping up on the blogs, whatever. But outside of that, y'all know MoNique was on Club Shay Shay talking hers. I'm got a little thing to say about that. I fuck with that, so I'm gonna talk about it. And then obviously Usher's Super Bowl concert, his performance, the halftime show, whatever. Definitely gonna cover that. That's pretty much it. I don't really got much to say about either of these things either. So without further ado, if you knew, this is what I do. I play some music real quick, and then we're gonna come back and talk about it. If you've been here, you already know. So let's jam real quick, and then when I come back, what we gonna start with? I guess the Grammys, since
This is not a lie drill, nigga. This is not a fire drill, nigga. This the real thing. Gang, yeah. Fuck that bitch at nighttime. Daytime she don't see me. Acting like an asshole. Pocket holding 50. Pull it with a Mickey Mouse clip. This ain't Disney. Spin that been a face shot of niggas still identity. Put a bigger dog food on you. Can you flip it? Sipping lean like Paul Wall. I might just put a grip.
The Grammys, right? Like I said, didn't get a chance to watch this live as it was happening on TV. I took the angle of watching it from the comfort of my iPhone 12 Pro Max on the blogs when everything was being posted and, Twitter was reacting and hashtagging everything. That's how I chose to participate. Not that I necessarily hate the Grammys or don't fuck with the Grammys or anything like that, but historically they've been inaccurate and they've been doing black people wrong since the Grammys inception. So it's not something I necessarily put high on my priority of list of things to watch, but I do like seeing my favorite artists rewarded for the hard work that they put in to get me to listen to their music back to back to back to back. So it is what it is. Now, again, didn't watch the Grammys. I wasn't actually even aware that the Grammys was airing until I seen the blogs going crazy, posting about the fact that the Grammys had posted everywhere. Twitter, their official Grammy websites, Google, everywhere. The Grammys had posted everywhere that Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice had won a Grammy, I think, for Best Rap Song Performance, I believe. One of the Grammys that they was nominated for the Barbie World song. They supposedly won it, right? But then when that segment went to air on live television, it actually turned out to be Killer Mike that won. Now, I don't know how the fuck this happened. It's never happened before, by the way. I've never ever seen this happen during the Grammys where they announce, like, official Grammy outlets announce that somebody won an award, and then when it airs live on television, they actually lost and somebody else won. The Grammys didn't care to do anything to clean it up, backtrack. Oh, we apologize for the mistake. No, it was just they said Nicki and Ice won, and it turned out to be Killer Mike. Now, if you know anything about Nicki Minaj and her ongoing issues with the Grammys, or just the Grammys' ongoing issue with black artists, I'll say. Nicki Minaj specifically in this case, but it's always just been an issue with black artists and the Grammys. With Nicki, if you remember, if you don't remember, I don't know. Nicki is one of very few icons, legends. She's the current queen of rap. Like, she's one of very few, like, undeniably great artists who actually deserves Grammys, who don't have one. And she's been very vocal about it in the past. Her label is still going out of their way to submit her offerings to music to the Grammys for consideration of winning the Grammy. I don't have any problem with that. I also don't have a problem with Nicki being mad at the Grammys for snubbing her all of her entire career. And I also don't have an issue with her voicing that opinion. I feel like it's valid, it's warranted, or whatever. I also feel like the Grammys did this on purpose. Yes, I do. I don't think the Grammys like that ever since Nicki decided to express her creative freedom and creative license on the Grammy stage. Even though they wanted her to perform something else, she decided to do her own set list, like she had been rehearsing all of that time up until that night. That's just weird, Grammy folk. Like, she been practicing and rehearsing her performance with this set list of songs, and for you to be like, at the last minute, let's change it. Can you perform something else? Like, no, she been performing that. And on top of that, the set list that she was performing, she had designed that to promote her new album that was coming out. So it's like, why would she change it at the last minute just because? I don't know. I don't even really think the Grammys gave her or the world an explanation on why they wanted her to change her set at the last minute. Ever since then, though, it's been up with Nicki and the Grammys. It was like, they told her, if you go out there and do this, you'll never win a Grammy. They meant that shit. I guess the person who told Nicki that has since parted ways with the Grammys, but for whatever reason, obviously he got friends and things like that, and they just continue to hold a grudge or whatever the case might be. Saying all that to say, I think that the Grammys did that shit on purpose, especially after the week Nicki had with Megan or whatever. People been in their feelings about the fact that Nicki has been pointing out the fact that Pardison Fontaine, who is Megan Thee Stallion's ex-boyfriend, is the one that let the world know that that Megan was lying on her mother that is not with us anymore. Like, Nicki has been poking fun at that. And obviously people have been feeling a way about it. I do find it weird that when Pardison said it in his song, pun intended, you heard what I said, in his song, when Pardison said it in his song, nobody really had nothing to say about the fact that he called out Megan for lying and or swearing on her deceased mom. But when Nicki grasp a hold of it, amplifies that, and then turns it into a joke that she's using to punch down with Megan, like, oh, it's a problem. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's cringe. People don't really like to play with moms and families and stuff like that, especially dead relatives and things like that. But it's rap beef. I've heard worse, way worse. I've heard people say way worse things, male specifically. I heard male rappers say way worse about people's living and dead relatives. So I just feel like that was light, and I felt like people was bothered by Nicki saying that because they just have an issue with Nicki. Nicki's always running around talking about how she the queen of rap and how none of these bitches can see her. All these bitches is her sons. She proves that quite a bit. It goes without mention from the general public who hate her so much. They never talk about the fact that we know she actually is very talented at rapping, and none of the girls really can see her. Like, she is the bar, and she is set very, very high. It's hard for today's women in rap to come close, let alone the guys. That's just the facts of what it is. But for whatever reason, whenever somebody finally is brave enough to step to Nicki, y'all champion these people, and I don't have no issue with that, honestly, because Nicki, she do talk big shit, but, and well, not but at the same time, I really I see the double standards. I don't really fuck with that. But then also at the same time, again, I like the pressure that it puts on Nicki, because if it, it sparks her. Like it makes her want to get in the booth and talk her shit even more and really showcase why she's better than most rappers, male or female, in the game. So I'm cool with it. It's just weird to me, that it's just weird to me, because Party said this shit first. Nicki brought it back around, amplified it a little bit. Now it's Nicki's evil, and she been talking about Megan Thee Stallion's dead mom and all this other stuff. We had that same energy when Partisan Fontaine actually told us this and told us that Megan been out here getting lipo, even though she pretends to be a gym girl, which I don't have a problem with that either. Megan is fine. Megan is beautiful. Megan is that girl, body yada yada. I love Megan. I don't got no issue with Megan, even though her and Nicki got beef. I don't really take sides like that. It is what it is. I fuck with Megan Thee Stallion. Her body looks great. I don't care about no damn lipo. None of that. And on top of that, I understand, liposuction and the BBL shit and all of that. Once you get it, you do have to be in the gym quite a bit to keep your fat cells from materializing in a way that would have made the liposuction or the BBL pointless. So, it just is what it is. That ain't got nothing to do with what I was talking about with the Grammy shit or whatever. I just wanted to say that because I've been contemplating doing this like breakdown of the Nicki and Megan Thee Stallion beef and putting it out on the pod, making an episode or whatever. But every day I'm caring about it less and less. I guess I'll probably be reinvigorated once Nicki takes more shots at Megan and whatever song she's gonna drop next that she feels comfortable letting Megan know, yeah, you might have got one up on me a little bit with the Megan's Law line, bitch, but I'm still on your motherfucking neck. That's one thing about Nicki that I really, really appreciate. The internet, hip hop heads, they can say whatever they want. Oh, this person won the battle. Oh, Megan won. Oh, Remy won. Oh, Lil Kim won. You can say whatever you want, whoever won, or you feel like they got one up on Nicki. Nicki don't ever back down. She don't let nobody come out here, diss her, and then destroy her entire career. Like, she keeps going. She keeps taking shots. She keeps throwing jabs. She keeps letting these people know, so what? I don't care about your diss track. I'm still on your neck. You ought to respond, because the onslaught is not gonna cease. And eventually, she end up with a W. You can say what you want. You can say what you want. I feel like had Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj not got into it when they did, Kim would be a lot more relevant in today's current musical landscape. I know she be trying to put out music here and there, but her fans don't support. It just is what it is. Lil Kim fans do not support Lil Kim. I'll be the first person to say that as somebody who fuck with Lil Kim. Y'all don't be supporting her. Y'all hate Nicki. And y'all love to talk about how Kim is the blah, 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 but y'all don't support Kim when she released her projects. It just is what it is. Remy, she got her good shot off with the whole Sheether diss track or whatever, but we're never going to forget what type of bum bitch shoot a friend over a rack, what type of mother leave her one son over a stack. We never going to forget that, because Remy's been visibly bothered by it. Every time somebody bring up that bar, she got to go to clarify it wasn't 1,000 and I ain't do da. This is what it is. I'm just looking to see what's going to happen in round 2 with the Megan and Nicki thing. But back to the Grammys, because I didn't mean to go off on a tangent like that. They didn't get the Grammy. So Nicki, again, nominated for Grammys, still getting snubbed or whatever the case might be. It just is what it is. Do I think Killer Mike's song should have won over the Barbie World song? That's debatable. Andre 3000 had a stellar verse on that song. I think it really saved that song. Not saying that Killer Mike was no slouch and the other person that they had on the song. I'm just saying that song is memorable because of Andre 3000. And it is more of a traditional rap song or whatever. But then at the same time, the Barbie World song had a great year. You know what I'm saying? Obviously following the Barbie World or the Barbie video, movie or whatever. So I don't know. I'm indifferent, because Barbie World performed better, And it was one of the it was one of the better rap tracks that came out this year. It supported the Barbie movie perfectly. Nicki did her thing. Ice Spice did her thing. Like the sample, it just made sense for both of them. But you know, Killer Mike did what he did, and Andre did what he did on that song as well. So it just is what it is. I just found it interesting that after this week that Nicki's had of continuously trying to get Megan up under Megan's skin enough for them to for Nicki to justify dropping another song. I think that's what she wanted to do. I think she wanted to get Megan to respond so she could be like, good, I'm glad you had some more to say, because here go the other song, the part 2 that I told you about at the end of Bigfoot. I don't know, but I honestly feel like the Grammys was gonna give Nicki and Ice Spice that award, but then after Nicki's week with Megan and lying on your damn mom, all that stuff like that, I feel like the Grammys were like, hell no, snatch it back. She still ain't learned. We don't like the attitude. We don't like the behavior. Even though the guys have done and said a lot worse, you know what I'm saying? Nicki's on thin ice with everybody, so fuck that. Give it to Killer Mike. That's the second runner. I don't know. I just feel like it was supposed to go to Nicki and Ice, but Nicki kind of. I was gonna say. I'm not gonna say that. That would have. Yeah. Moving along. Speaking of Ice Spice, her and Lotto got this beef going on. I'm not mad at it. I just don't understand it. I don't know why they beefing. Maybe it got something to do with Nicki, because I feel like their beef didn't really take off until that issue where Lotto was trying to get Nicki to collab with her or whatever, and Nicki was like, I ain't really feeling it, because every time I talk to you, you trying to do a song together. You're not trying to actually build a relationship or a business relationship or any kind of rapport with me. You just trying to use me for the barbs, and you're probably gonna be on your way like the rest of these girls have done or other girls have done, which is part of the issue Nicki has with Megan. Megan talking about she don't understand what it was. I feel like you do, because Nicki said all the time, y'all be using her and then get mad when she hits y'all up, like, jump on the song with me now, or hey, how you doing? Just checking on you. We doing business together, but you don't care about the personal. What's up with you? But that's beside the point. I don't know what's going on with Lotto and Ice Spice. Only thing I say is I like the beef. I like it. I think it's gonna force Ice Spice to showcase a different side of her when it comes to rap and making music, and it's just this Lotto thrives on like beef rap, kind of like. Ever since she hit mainstream, her music has been very defensive. It's been very combative. Not saying that that's a bad thing or whatever, because we done had some good times with Lotto as well. With like the whole, what song was she sample Mariah Carey? Big Energy or whatever. But Lotto can rap, so I'm interested to see how deep in her bag both of these girls get, honestly, because people look at Ice Spice and they're like, that girl can't rap. She just a pretty face, and she know how to string together some nursery rhymes over a cool little beat and get TikTok going crazy. And then people look at Lotto like she can actually rap, but then there's other things that they criticize her for as well. So I don't know. I'm just interested to see these two girls exchange bars. I haven't listened. Well, I like the fart song. I like a lot of those, or Ice Spice, think you this shit, bitch. You're not even a fart. I like the song. And then the Sunday Service song is cool too, that Lotto put out. I actually like the video a lot for Lotto's song. I like that she was like, yeah, I'm going to still show homage and pay my respects to female hip hop from where it has come to where it is now, even though I'm beefing with some of the girls that I'm showing love to. I've actually really, really fought with that, because for whatever reason, that just showed like a little side of maturity for Lotto that I wasn't expecting to see from her. So I like that. She her and Nicki got beef. She had Nicki's picture up there. Her and Ice Spice got beef. She had Ice Spice's picture up there. Like, I like that she's like, I don't fuck with some of these girls, but it is what it is. If I'm going to pay homage to female rap, I have to include them, because who the fuck am I to not? So I fuck with that. Outside of that, Grammys, Killer Mike won all 3 of his categories, and then he got arrested for allegedly getting into an altercation with the Grammy security. I don't understand that either. I saw conflicting reports saying that, he was handcuffed, but he was never taken out to any station and charged officially or booked or whatever. But then, the people who actually do the research to figure out if Killer Mike actually entered the jail system or whatever, they say his charges right there on the website. He definitely did get arrested. He bonded out pretty quick, but he was still in the cell or whatever. So I don't know. I'm cool with him winning his Grammys or whatever. Obviously, there were more popular songs and albums in the categories that Killer Mike occupied. But according to everybody that I know that really fuck with hip hop, Killer Mike album was really, really good. And it actually made me want to listen to it. So that's what I'm going to do. By the time I record something again for this podcast, I'm going to definitely listen to Killer Mike's album and give my opinion on it. Because I don't have no issue with Killer Mike. He's never on my radar enough to be like, oh shit, he put out a new album. Let me go check it out and listen to it. But I know he can rap. And I fuck with his ear for production. So I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna see what he's talking about. When it comes to Kai and Joe Budden, I feel like Kai is allowed to feel how he want to feel about Killer Mike about Killer Mike winning. And Joe has a right to feel how he feels as well. The difference to me is, Joe don't really know how to disagree with other people's opinions without sounding like he's attacking them. Like, he just don't know how to be like, I understand where the young kid is coming from, but I disagree for X, Y, and Z. It's always, you streaming niggas ain't never, and like, he always on 10 when he disagreeing with somebody, when it could just simply be I fuck with you, I understand what you're saying or whatever, but I have to humbly disagree. It's always loud and boisterous or whatever, which Joe has built a pretty profitable and steady brand off of that, so I can't necessarily be mad. And he didn't really say nothing like crazy or whatever. He just, don't know how to disagree. And then I find it interesting because Kai said what he said. He spoke from a respectful place as a young nigga who just, not aware of Killer Mike and his artistry or whatever. Joe jumped out the window and said what he's saying. Then Killer Mike came back and was like, I don't got no issue with Kai. I love and respect him. I like what he doing or whatever. And I'm gonna keep winning, but I understand why he don't understand. So I guess Joe jumped out the window a little bit prematurely, but yeah. Joe will probably have a little bit more success once he learns how to tone down the aggressiveness when he's like disputing things or disagreeing with things. But at the same time, it's entertaining. So keep doing what you're doing, Joe. I ain't really mad. It was just funny because Killer Mike came back after you said what you said about Kai and was like, I actually don't have no issue with the young kid, and I see where he coming from. Continue with the Grammys. Congratulations to SZA and Victoria Monet. Y'all know I love these two black women like a lot. I have an incredible amount of love and respect for them. So it just made my heart happy to see them finally winning their things. I think SZA won. She either won 2 or 3, and so did Victoria. 2 or 3 Grammys that night. I can't remember. And shout out to everybody that was nominated, especially if you black. If you was nominated, congratulations. If you black and you was nominated, extra congratulations, my nigga. If you was a black and you won, shout out to you. Special congratulations. I'm so proud of you. If you just won, you was nominated and all that you won, congratulations to you as well. But I root for everybody black like Issa Rae. And so I'm very happy that black people, they tend to win things, but the special ones that I was looking for, like SZA and Victoria, they walked away with some good ones. So I really, really fuck with that. And Taylor Swift, You dead ass wrong for treating Celine Dion the way that you did. That's I'm gonna just say it like that. That's Celine Dion. She definitely, her career opened some doors for you. I don't know how considerable the age gap is between you two, but I just felt like since she's such a legendary white woman, you will probably know and have a little bit more respect and reverence for her. But it is what it is, you know. I'm waiting for people to continue to see Taylor the way that she present herself, but they get stuck on the music, so it is what it is. Let's take a break since we're talking about music and listen to some more real quick, and then we're gonna come back with what State of Play, Club Shay Shay, and Usher.
Never had a bitch like me in your life. You never had a bitch like me in your life. Never had a bitch like me in your life. You never had a bitch like me. He speeding no rape, all his hand on my coochie. He touching a millio poochie. Doing good, bitch, I'm Gucci. Fly to Asia, he feeding me sushi. When we fucking, it feel like a movie. Raw bitch ain't never been a groupie. Still on a hoe, I like my nigga bougie. Tell me you'll never wanna lose me. Tell me you'll never.
These next was gonna be kind of quick. I ain't really got a whole lot to say. The PlayStation State of Play, it was cool. I wasn't disappointed, nor was I like. I didn't feel like it was a bad showcase, and I didn't feel like it was like the greatest either. They announced a bunch of non-AAA titles, and some of them caught my attention. Most the ones that caught my attention the most are the ones that are coming out this week, this month, or whatever. That is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I wasn't necessarily hyped for until this the PlayStation State of Play or whatever. They did like a little separate State of Play. It was like 20-minute long YouTube State of Play or whatever, just going over Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And the reason that I'm excited for Rebirth is because I've been playing through, or I started playing through, its back catalog now, but I started playing through Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I really enjoyed the game. Y'all also know I'm playing through Final Fantasy 16 right now, trying to beat that, which I feel confident that I will have that game beaten before I get on a flight to go, or before my next my first stop on the 2024 Brian Sav outside tour. Is that what I'm gonna call it? I don't know. And before I go to Dreamville Fest this year, I'm gonna probably have Final Fantasy 16 beaten. Either way, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is a fresh take on Final Fantasy 7. We know Final Fantasy 7 is like the most popular Final Fantasy game in the series. I think maybe X and like X2 would come close, but Final Fantasy 7 is like the Final Fantasy. And I don't know, I like that they're, you know, putting a fresh spin on it for this current generation of consoles, and taking the characters and, you know, freshening up the story, adding some things to it that wasn't in the original game. Like, I'm excited for Rebirth, and the special State of Play that they did for it made me interested. I'm also interested in Helldivers 2. Thanks to this State of Play, I was not even aware of the game until I saw the trailer in the PlayStation State of Play. Right? What kind of gamer am I? Like, what the fuck? How did I not know that? But it just is what it is, and it looked good. I'm not mad at it, and I'm incredibly excited to get into the game. It's already out at time of recording. It's only $40 to go ahead and play. I already got people, my gamer friends in Discord and all this stuff. Like, whenever you get it, let me know so we can run some together and all this stuff. I'm interested. I remember when Outriders came out, I had my little squad of homies, and we was playing that shit for hours and hours and hours, you know, whenever we could. I actually beat the storyline. I beat the game, I think. But yeah, Helldivers 2 just looked fun. It looked like something I can't wait to get into. And then Foam Stars, ready to play Foam Stars. I think I got it downloaded or added to my library already. Haven't had a chance to play it just yet, but it's free to play, so I just need a little bit more space, time, and opportunity. Probably when I finish recording this, I'm gonna jump on and play. But fire! I'm excited. PlayStation State of Play. It was couple other games that like caught my attention or whatever, but nothing I can remember at this time or that I really want to highlight. Speaking of Sony, since we're here, Crunchyroll finally announced that it will be absorbing Funimation on April 2nd. So Funimation will be going away, which is crazy because I was just about to start a new subscription with Funimation. If y'all remember, maybe a year or two ago, when they first announced the Crunchyroll and Funimation merger, they had, gave all the Funimation customers an incentive to go ahead and cancel their Funimation subscription and go on over to Crunchyroll. So I did that, right? But then I noticed Funimation was still up and running, and I'm a Funimation head. I fought with Funimation over Crunchyroll because Funimation got most of the dub anime. And they have exclusivity with these anime studios and stuff or whatever. So it's like the dubs only be on Funimation. They don't be allowed to be over there on Crunchyroll. So I was like, well, maybe I need to jump back in on Funimation so I can have more access to the dub animes that I want to watch. Because I want to go back and watch Tenchi Muyo, which I still plan to do. And just a bunch of other anime that have dub. I think the Shippuden dubs over on Funimation are pretty caught up or finished or whatever. It was just a bunch of dubs over there that I really want to check out that I couldn't because Funimation was doing its own thing. So I'm excited for the merger. What I'm not excited about, I seen the BS about them raising the price in 2025 to $100 a year for a subscription. Now, like I said, I don't like it, but I also know I'm going to just go ahead and pay it because I need my anime. It just is what it is. And you talking about the Funimation catalog is finally going to be on Crunchyroll, so I'm going to finally have the dubs and everything that I've been so itching to get into or get back into. Yeah, I hate the price hike, and I just don't like that these streaming companies are playing with our pockets like that. But at the same time, I need my anime, so I'm gonna just have to pay it. It just is what it is. What else was going on? MoNique on Club Shay Shay. Did y'all watch that? Because I did. I sat through the whole 3.5 hour interview, and I will say this, right? The more I listen to MoNique air her grievances with, not Lee Daniels anymore because they've made up, but with Tyler Perry and Oprah specifically, the more I feel like, damn, they kind of did do her dirty, and I don't really like that. I feel like, yeah, because even if everything that MoNique is saying is not, well, I can't even say that it's not true because none of Tyler Perry or Oprah, they so prestigious and tight-lipped about everything. They ain't even coming out to be like, MoNique's lying. She's delusional. Something's going on with her. Nobody is calling MoNique a liar. Anybody she got issues with, DL Hughley and all these other folks, nobody is calling her a liar and saying that she ain't truthful or don't have a reason to feel how she feels. So I say all that to say, even if Oprah and Tyler Perry specifically have not done the things to MoNique that she's accusing them of doing, she has that perception, and she's been painting the picture very, very clearly that this is what happened to her, and people are believing it. So at the very least, I would hope, or I would want Tyler Perry and Oprah to come out and figure out what they got to do to make her feel better about the situation, not privately and shit, do it publicly, cause she done took it public or whatever. Let her know, I'm sorry you feel this way. I didn't mean to slight you in that manner. How can I fix it? Let's, do whatever. But based on what she was saying, their response to things behind the scenes, I don't know. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I'll say that. Because I don't feel like, I don't know, it's just crazy to me that MoNique has been for years saying these things about Tyler Perry and Oprah. And of course, there are other little stories lingering around in the industry about them as well. But it's just it feels interesting to me that she's been saying these things about her, and neither one of them has even come out to be like, I don't like that she feels that way because that definitely wasn't my intention. So let me at least try to make her feel better about the situation. Let me at least try to explain myself or or let her know how her understanding or interpretation of what happened may not be all the way factual, at least from the things that she's accusing me of doing. Because that's what I would do personally. If somebody was like, this is my this is how I've experienced this thing that Brian has done to me or whatever, I would be like, I'm sorry you feel that way. That wasn't my intention or whatever, but like, I don't want you saying these things. So like, let's have a conversation about it and figure out like why you feel like what I did is harming you in this way. Like, let's sit and have a conversation and like really figure that out, because I don't want you having this perception of me, especially if I didn't mean to do it. That's another thing. If you mean to do something to somebody but you hurt their feelings, it shouldn't be an issue with you apologizing and saying like, damn, I didn't mean to do that. That definitely wasn't my intention. I apologize for even making you feel this way or getting you to a point where you feel like this towards me. Like, that wasn't my intention. How do I rectify it? Like, Tyler Perry and Oprah, at least from my knowledge, ain't doing none of that behind the scenes or in front of the scenes. So it's just interesting because she did say that Tyler Perry, her issue with Tyler Perry is that Tyler Perry was telling people that she was difficult to work with and that caused her to lose money. There's a tape, apparently, MoNique recorded him saying that. She let Shannon Sharp hear it. Shannon Sharp said, I heard him say that he lied about that on you in the recording that you listened to me. It was his voice. He said he lied. T.S. Madison has said the same thing. I heard Tyler Perry say with his own voice that he lied on MoNique about these things. So it's like, if that's true, Tyler, why we can't rectify it and fix it? Like what's going on? Why would you do that? I understand why. In case anybody is unaware, the issue with Tyler Perry, Oprah, and MoNique, or MoNique with Tyler Perry and Oprah, stem back to whatever movie that they was doing. Tyler Perry and Oprah was doing a movie together or something. MoNique was a part of the cast and contractually obligated to do X, Y, and Z. She apparently fulfilled all her contractual obligations and was gearing up to go participate in another project that she had already booked. Tyler and Oprah or whoever representation for them came back and was like, we need MoNique to do more press. We need her to, continue to do more press. But MoNique was like, I've already fulfilled my press obligations via my contract. If you need me to do more press, you need to issue another contract and pay me for it. I'm not going to go out on this road and continue to do press for your movie just because I'm a cast member. My contract says I only had to do this many days. I did that many days. If y'all need me to do more, that comes with a price tag because you're interrupting my other business ventures going on. I don't have no issue with that. I feel like that's fine. That makes sense to me. She did everything she was supposed to do for the job. If y'all want her to do overtime, if OT is allowed, pay it out. Like, why she couldn't just get a little extra money if y'all want to keep sending her out on these press tours to promote this movie? Apparently, Tyler and Oprah didn't fuck with that. And so Tyler started spreading these rumors that MoNique is difficult to work with and all this other stuff. And that got in the way when it came to her doing business deals in the future. And then on Oprah's behalf, from what I gathered, which is how Lee Daniels come into the situation, what I gathered, right? MoNique was saying Lee Daniels had written some very important parts in some movies and shows that he was doing specifically for MoNique. He had wrote them parts specifically for MoNique. Obviously that was going to come with a paycheck attached to it, more exposure, more opportunity to go out there and win Oscars and all these other incredible awards. But instead of Lee Daniels saying like, yeah, I want you for the part, I wrote these parts for you, so these are yours. They're not going to be taken away. Lee Daniels calls MoNique and was like, hey, Oprah wants the part that I wrote for you, and she says she's going to finance these projects if I give her these parts. So unfortunately, yes, I know I promised you these parts. Yes, I handpicked you for these parts. Yes, I wrote these parts for you. But because Oprah has the bag to fund and produce my film, I have to give it to her. And MoNique felt like that was stemming back to, I guess, her winning an Oscar when Oprah was nominated for one, or something. When MoNique won her Oscar, she felt like Oprah was jealous about that, or had some type of ill will towards her for winning an Oscar or whatever, for Precious or whatever. I don't know how true that is. This is all alleged, by the way. According to MoNique, this is what she's saying the situation is. But if that's true, if Oprah really was calling Lee Daniels like, nope, don't get that part to MoNique, I'm gonna do it, and to make sure that I'm the person you get a part to, I'm gonna go ahead and pay for it and produce your film. So I'm bankrolling you, and you're gonna give me her parts. Like, that's weird. And it was more than one production. Like, that's weird to me. That feel like money being taken out of my pockets for what reason? Lee could have wrote her another part. If she wanted to be in the movie that bad, why you got to take MoNique's part? I don't know. And then, like I said, she named like 3 different productions where that happened to her, where it was like Lee Daniels had promised her these parts, and that he had written it for her and handpicked her to do it. He wanted her to do it. Somehow it got back to Oprah. Oprah called Lee Daniels, was like, take MoNique off, give me her part, and I'll pay for all your film and stuff. And of course, Lee Daniels being an up and coming filmmaker, he's like, I can't turn down bags of money from Oprah Winfrey. I just can't. But it's weird that those are the things that was happening. So yes, I can understand why the fuck MoNique is holding on to this shit for years and years. Yeah, that's millions and millions of dollars. Lionsgate, a popular production studio or whatever the fuck Lionsgate be doing, they don't want to work with MoNique no more because of the things that Tyler Perry said about her, which he admitted was a lie on a recorded tape that MoNique has possession of. She was offered the role of Cookie Lion in what it was. That was one of the Lee Daniels productions. He was offered the role, or the role of Cookie Lion was for her. And something happened. Oprah was able to get in Lee Daniels' head, and they ended up casting Taraji instead. I don't know. I just get it. Because all of them, these different opportunities, millions and millions of dollars. You telling big wig executives not to work with me, Tyler. You telling people not to work with me because I'm difficult. And they actually taking your word for it and being like, nah, we're not going to extend this contract or give you this like, they actually taking your word for it. That's fucked up, especially if you was lying. And you know you lying because you said that on the tape. Shannon heard it and T.S. 2 celebrities. That's 2 celebrities now that have said they heard the tape MoNique played of Tyler Perry saying that, and it's definitely his voice, and he definitely said he lied on her. That's 2 people. So I don't know, Tyler. It's looking like you might have did that shit to MoNique. Same thing with Oprah. I don't get it. But if Lee Daniels was man enough to be like, let's go on a public platform and let me apologize to you and make it right, and pitch you some ideas that I have been working on with you or whatever, now that I've got my bags up and everything, and I don't necessarily need Oprah to fund anything for me, let's get back to work. And I apologize for letting that shit happen. He kind of said that, yeah, Oprah did what you said she did. Just in him apologizing to MoNique about it. It's a lot, but I would be mad too. That's it. I would be mad too, because it feels like millions and millions of dollars have been taken away from MoNique. Plenty of opportunities for her to showcase her talent and be acknowledged for it, just taken away because Tyler and Oprah didn't like that MoNique had the nerve to stand up for herself and say, if y'all want me to do extra work on y'all's project, then y'all need to pay me more money or rework the contract so I get some more money, because I got other stuff to do and I can't set aside the time to help y'all for free. I don't see no issue with that. I'll be mad too. That's millions of dollars I done lost out on behind these 2 very powerful individuals having an issue with me telling them no. I fuck with that. So I ain't really mad at MoNique for that, and I'm glad she's continuing to find spaces and platforms that are okay with her going on there and telling her story, because as Black people, I feel like we do need to keep our legends and our greats in check a little bit. We need to make sure Tyler don't get too big headed and forget the mission. Same thing with Oprah. But it is what it is. The only thing I really had something to say about outside of that was Shannon A. Smith, or Stephen A. Smith. His response pretty much showed me that he missed the whole point of what MoNique was saying. And that he most likely didn't watch the whole interview, because she literally said she recorded Tyler Perry admitting that he was spreading false rumors about her because she had no other way to protect herself if it came to a situation where it's he say versus she say. So now, if Tyler Perry and MoNique end up in court behind this kind of stuff, Tyler is on audio admitting to doing what MoNique said he did. So I understand why she recorded him. Stephen A., I don't know. It just don't make sense. It just don't make, at the very least, even if this stuff don't go to court, if MoNique go do a deal or try to do a deal with somebody and they be like, we heard from Tyler Perry that you difficult to work with, I could be like, I got this tape right here that said he was lying about that. Listen to it real quick. Oh, damn, he did say he was lying on you. Okay, so remove Tyler Perry's commentary out of the conversation. Let's get back to doing business. That's what I see when it comes to record. I know it's a little tacky and it might be illegal in some instances. MoNique made sure to clarify it's not illegal in the state where she did it. So she's smart. She knows what she's doing. She got her plan worked out. She's just trying to create some contingencies, and I'm okay with that. It's just Steven responding in this way that clearly just showed that he missed the whole point of the interview, and she gotta speak, because if she don't, then she just gonna keep being unfairly treated. Same what Nikki was saying. If she had accepted pickle juice, then that's what she would be drinking right now, pickle juice. But she stood up for herself and got something else. I don't have no issues with this. I just I hope that Tyler and Oprah at some point do right by MoNique, because she deserve it. Outside of that, let's talk about what we came here to talk about. The Usher concert at the damn Super Bowl. Did y'all watch it? All right, bet. Well, let's talk about it after I play one of the tracks, one of my early favorites from Usher's new album, Coming Home.
I made up my mind, I'm gonna get it right this time. Loving your design, peeping on the signs, you're my type. I must be the luckiest man in the world. How'd I get so fortunate to make you my girl? Moments with you, I can't miss it. Can't afford to risk it. Answered all my wishes. I must be the luckiest man.
So what y'all thought about it? Because I thought it was good. You know what I'm saying? Usher is an incredible performer. If you've been following my podcast, at least over the last year or two, now you know I've seen Usher live several times at this point. He headlined Dreamville Festival last year in 2023, and then he was also at his Lovers and Friends Festival in Vegas last year. I feel like I might have seen Usher one more time before then. No, it was just them 2 times last year. Either way, fire, right? So Usher came out, what it was, he did Caught Up, a nice little medley. Caught Up, You Don't Have to Call, Superstar, Love in This Club. Fire little mashup, fire little medley right there. The dancers on the field was sliding like whoever put together the choreography for the field show that was on the like ground on the field, actual field. That choreography was fire. I enjoyed that. And then Alicia Keys came out in this red fabric outfit material with her red piano, which I love that Alicia Keys has made like performing with a piano like a part of her. I don't want to say shtick because I feel like that's a little, it's just a part of her stage show. Like, she always makes sure she got a custom piano, even if it's for 10 seconds, like this performance was with Usher, when she performed If I Ain't Got You. And then they broke away for a little bit. I knew they was going to do My Boo. I knew it when Usher said that he was bringing Alicia Keys. I knew My Boo was coming. You couldn't have done a Usher and Alicia Keys collaborative performance without My Boo. I did notice that Alicia wasn't, the vocals just kind of wasn't, she sounded, she sounded solid. It was just, I heard some things in the, the pitch and the key that Alicia Keys was not necessarily all the way landed on, but it's okay. I still enjoyed the performance and everything, the nostalgia and all of that. That was fire. I'm glad that, people just understand Usher's gonna do what he wants to do when he got the ladies on stage. Because I don't imagine that Swiss Beats would be upset about the way that Usher was touching and grinding on Alicia, because it looked harmless to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping about it, but men get weird sometimes when it comes to their wives, and I'm pretty sure I'm just stirring up a little petty drama. But I'm pretty sure rehearsals and choreography, in mind, I'm pretty sure Swiss Beats knew what the fuck was going on. Either way, Alicia looked great. She looked amazing. The body was bodying. That whole red outfit, red piano, red fabric cape, whatever the fuck it was, all that shit looked fire. I was very, very glad to see Alicia Keys still out here looking and sounding good. I haven't seen her perform in a long time. She's actually gonna be at Lovers and Friends this year. Y'all already know I got my motherfucking ticket. So I don't know how the lineup and everything is gonna be as far as like set times and stage times and all this other stuff. But I'm hoping Alicia is not. I'm hoping Alicia is not on stage when somebody else I want to see is on stage also, because I've never seen Alicia Keys perform live before. After this performance and me remembering she's gonna be at Lovers and Friends this year, I'm excited. I actually want to see that. JD came out, you know what I'm saying? He had a quick little cameo just celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Confessions album. If you don't know, JD is like one of the main producers on that project, or executive producer, if you will. And it's been one of the most important bodies of work to his career, just like it has been Usher. So I'm glad that they got to share the stage in that moment or whatever, because they did Confessions, and then they took it all the way back to 7 o'clock, gonna thought I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. What's I fuck with that song. I love that's one of them ones Usher got, boy. And then they did Let It Burn, which I really appreciate Usher doing Let It Burn, and You Got It Bad in this very moment, because my dog had to pull the mic stand out just to let y'all know I'm actually up here singing and dancing live. The microphone is on. Just because I got that little microphone over my face that most people use when they dancing and lip singing at the same time, that don't mean my shit is off. I need y'all to know the vocals is still there, which I told y'all this last time I reviewed the Usher performance. I think it was for the extensive one was for Dreamville, but I'm pretty sure I said something positive about his performance at Lovers and Friends. Also, the man be singing and dancing. Like it really go down like that. He's really one of those Beyonce type performers, not to compare the two or whatever, just to give you a reference. That's not a comparison. I just want a reference. Sing, dance at the same time. The vocals don't necessarily falter or waver. The dance moves don't either. As you can see, the man was sweating. He was actually moving and singing. I really fuck with that. And then he did something really cool. He had her, the singer Her. She came out on the guitar. If you were confused about who that was her. She looked amazing. I thought for 2 seconds that they were going to perform their song that they have together, but I can see why it didn't necessarily fit in the set list, because right after that was Bad Girl, which her was performing the guitar on that as well. She did the guitar for You Got It Bad, and Bad Girl, fire. I fuck with that. I like this newfound friendship between Usher and her. They've been collaborating a lot over the past, I want to say, couple years or whatever. They're two incredibly talented artists. I fuck with them both. It made sense to me. will.i.am came out during that whole roller skate section and did OMG, which that's probably one of Usher's most popular like pop, EDM, white people know this word for word song. So that made sense, and the song is good. I've never hated Usher stepping into the pop EDM lane. It actually makes sense for him. All the songs he's done like that, they sound good to me. So it just made sense to bring will.i.am out for that as well. Then, Lil Jon came out. He did his Turn Down for What, just to get us back amped, as if we weren't amped enough off Oh My God. They did Yeah. Ludacris came out, and I caught that he was rapping over a mashup of the Yeah beat and Petey Pablo's Freakily. I really, really fuck with that. I really, really fuck with that. I was like, oh shit, come on, keep taking me back. I fuck with that. So they did, yeah, they closed the show out with that. They did all the dances, A-Town Stone, A Rock Away. They did all that, and Cut. They did all of that. And Usher added a little bit more just to let us know it wasn't a game. I came here, I ate y'all up. Y'all have been devoured. What the fuck? What that mean? No, but I really fuck with it. I really was fucking with it. Good job, Usher. I'm glad that he finally got an opportunity to do it. That black and blue jumpsuit outfit with the fake cutout abs. I ain't really catching much for the abs, but the fit itself was fire. Of course, Usher took his shirt off. That's part of his thing as well. We knew it was coming. The white outfit Usher had on at the beginning, that shit was fire. He did Usher did so he had the white outfit on, then he got naked on stage, took his shirt off and everything. Then they did like a little transition piece to let her do the guitar solo shit, and then he came back in the blue shit with the skates on. It was fun. The performance overall was well done, well put together, well choreographed. I noticed Usher had a little bit of slip and slide with the skates. He didn't all the way get his skate moves together, but you can't really doing anything on skates is always unpredictable, no matter how good of a skater you are. Like, it just is what it is. But I enjoyed the performance overall. He was right. He took the world to the A. Definitely showed out for Atlanta. I'm even more excited to see him at Lovers and Friends this year now. And he performing the Confessions album through and through at Lovers and Friends this year. Like, I'm going to have a good time. Because I know he going to throw in some extra stuff to jazz it up. I know that. So I'm excited, man. Shout out to Usher. That was a phenomenal job. I don't really got nothing else to say other than thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Talk and Play Blurred Pod. Tell me what y'all think. Did y'all think anything I said was good? How do y'all feel about Usher's halftime performance? MoNique on Club Shay Shay. If you caught the state of play, any games caught your attention you want to talk to me about, anything I covered in this episode, I'm at Brian Sapp. That's BrianSapph. Instagram, Twitter. I don't know how I feel about TikTok right now because I don't like that they was playing with Universal Music and now all the Universal Music is not on TikTok anymore. I don't really fuck with that. So I got one. So if you want to put Brian Sapp in there too, you know, I'll pop up. Threads, I'll be active on Threads here and there. Yeah, those social media platforms, if you want to discuss anything that I covered in this particular episode. Other than that, we're going to play some more music as we ride off into the sunset. I'll catch y'all on the next episode of the pod.
Hey, for that little thing I like.
Now, baby, tell me what you want to do.
It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. Oh yeah, I got a real pretty little thing that's waiting for me.